Hello and welcome to Vidigya. So let's start with our daily analysis of newspaper. So first we'll start with the Indian Express dated 8th of February, the Delhi edition. So the first news which we'll be discussing is rejected by people, Congress sows seeds of divide, is leader of Tukde Tukde gang, said by Prime Minister. So though we need not to make notes on this particular news, but this news talks about the recent speech wherein our Honorable Prime Minister, he has made this speech of nearly 100 minutes in the Lok Sabha after the motion of thanks to the Honorable President. So, in that particular speech, our Honorable Prime Minister had talked about the Congress party, especially he had talked about the principal opposition party, that is Congress, that the way Congress is working, and if this thing still continues and they'll not change their way of work, then it will be difficult for them to again came back to power for another 100 years. So this bold statement has been made by our Honorable Prime Minister. Along with this statement, our Honorable Prime Minister has talked about the way it was the policy of the Congress party to talk about to remove poverty in terms of in the country, but for the name of poverty, it has been seen that for the past nearly 40 years, this slogan has been talked or discussed, or even at the time of vote as well, this particular slogan, that garibi hatao, has been the slogan of Congress party. And even a lot of those people who belong to this marginalized group has voted for them, but still they're not able to capitalize. The idea here is because the Congress party has not worked towards the same. So the Honorable Prime Minister has talked about this thing. Apart from this, the Honorable Prime Minister has also talked about the statement which had been made by first Prime Minister, that is Shri Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji, wherein he talked from Red Fort that when prices got changed in the Western economies, it creates an impact in the country itself. So it has been seen that recently inflation has been there in the country, wherein the prices are rising. So that's why a lot of people are there who are saying that this government is not working correctly, and a lot of inflation is there. Especially with respect to the wholesale price index and consumer price index as well. So that's why Mr. Modi had talked about that this has been said by the first Prime Minister who belongs to Congress party, that when prices change in foreign countries, it creates an impact in the country itself. Then second news on the first page is in Jammu and Kashmir, why plan to merge Poonch Rajouri with Anantnag for Lok Sabha seat has triggered row. So as we are already aware that we had discussed in our earlier newspaper analysis as well, that about delimitation commission. So in the month of January, when the first draft of delimitation commission has been recommended, wherein it has said that the assembly seat has to be increased from 37 to 43 in Jammu region, and from 46 to 47 in the Kashmir region. So again, recently in our yesterday's analysis as well, we had discussed that a second delimitation draft has recommended this thing, that this Poonch region, Rajouri region, has to be merged with Anantnag region for a Lok Sabha seat. So this will eventually, this has been said, and this particular thing, particular move has been opposed by a lot of opposition leaders, and eventually the state political parties, especially the PDP, NC, all these political parties which belongs to Jammu and Kashmir state political parties, they have opposed this particular move which has been initiated by the delimitation commission, and they have said that this particular move will eventually benefit BJP in the upcoming election, or the Lok Sabha election, which are going to held in the year 2024. The further elaboration explanation has been given in the second page as well. Okay, this we can skip. Okay, this is as elections are down the line in the 5 poll-bound states, as I had already discussed. Okay, this is the same news which we had discussed on the first page, that is PM hits back at Rahul's AA, that is Ambani Adani variant jibe, reminds Congress of Tata Birla ki sarkar. So as I told you, that was a nearly 100 minutes speech of our Honorable Prime Minister in the Lok Sabha. So our Honorable Prime Minister had talked about that this has been seen that for the past 7 to 8 years when our government is in power, it has been seen that Congress party, including the overall opposition parties, they had always talked that this particular government, and even the recent statement which has been made by Sri Rahul Gandhi, former president of Congress party, he had said that this particular government is AA ki sarkar, or that is Ambani Adani ki sarkar. So this has been said by our honorable prime minister that this is not the first time the Congress party is continuing this trend. Even earlier as well we had seen that when the Congress party were in power, it has been said by the several opposition parties that that particular government is a Tata Birla ki sarkar, right? So the Congress is, continuing that particular thing in the similar fashion what they are doing for the past 40 50 odd years, right? And even the honorable prime minister has talked that this is not right, that by talking about these Ambani Adanis and those entrepreneurs who are there, who are working, or small entrepreneurs who had started working in the country and trying to contribute in the GDP, this is not right on the part of the opposition parties, especially Congress party, that they are hitting against those people. So this thing has also been mentioned by our honorable prime minister, and Mr. PM has also talked about the recent steps which has been taken by his government, especially with respect to PM Gati Shakti plan and other reforms with respect to national monetization pipeline. So according to Mr. PM, all these steps are eventually helping these entrepreneurs who are working in the country, and that will eventually helps us in contribution in terms of GDP and overall growth in the economy. Yes, PM Gati Shakti has also been mentioned in this particular news by the PM. Yes, on the government and politics page, opposition tears into government on lack of budget focus on jobs, social, farm sectors. So, as a budget has been announced by our Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman on 1st of February. So, this has been seen that a lot of political parties, especially the opposition parties, they are opposing this particular budget, because it has been said by the opposition parties that this particular budget is not helping those people who have lost their jobs, especially in the past 2 to 3 years, and they were optimistic that this particular budget will eventually help in creating more and more job opportunities, and this is not the case, wherein the government has neglected or tried to take a U-turn from all these things, and rather they had focused on other developmental work which needs to be done. So this has been stated by the Congress leader Sri Shashi Tharoor, the Lok Sabha member of Parliament from Tiruvananthapuram from Kerala, and along with him, other opposition leaders, especially DMK, Dayanidhi Maran, along with Samajwadi Party leaders, and even TMC's leaders, all these leaders have opposed this particular budget, that this is not helping those people to whom it should get benefited. Yes. On the editorial page, so the first editorial is in the name of secularism. In the tumult over hijab, it shouldn't be forgotten that the battle of Muslim women is for right to education. So the first editorial and even the first opinion is talking about the recent controversy, the recent hijab controversy, what we are seeing in Karnataka state. So herein, what the author is trying to say, that ever since this BJP government is in power, it has been seen that especially those minority women, they are there, and especially the government is working towards the goal of RSS and BJP of Hindu Rashtra. So this is creating a problematic situation, especially the recent controversy over the hijab in Karnataka, wherein some of the women, some of the girls were not allowed to enter the colleges because they were wearing hijab. So that's why it has created a huge controversy in the state as well. So this has been talked about, that even the BJP government which is in power in Karnataka, their ministers, they are not opposed to this particular move which has been initiated by the government. Rather, these ministers, these MLAs are supporting this particular move. So what the author has stated in this particular editorial, that the recent steps or recent statement which has been all been made by the leaders of BJP is trying to create more conflict in the country over this hijab law. So what needs to be done, that even this is not the first time that Karnataka government has initiated this, as per author. Earlier also we had seen the government has initiated with some laws which have created a ruckus kind of a situation in the state. So this has been stated by the author in this particular editorial, and apart from this, the author is also concerned that rather we should look at the broader picture, not look at what has been wearing by these women or these girls. Rather, right this if this particular thing is going to continue for a longer duration, then it will eventually creates or hampers the right of education of the women in the Karnataka state. Then the second editorial, upsetting the balance. Proposed changes to cadre rules will strain center-state relations, dent trust. So this is about the recent change, the recent two amendments, proposed amendments which has been initiated by the union government regarding the IS cadre rules 1954, wherein this particular move has been initiated by the union government because it has been seen that there has been this a lack of those people who are servicing or IS officers at the center, because if you see at the state there are respective examinations which are already been there for especially Madhya Pradesh MPPSC is there, especially Rajasthan for Rajasthan RAS is there. So all these exams will eventually help or those who qualify for this particular exam, they represent that particular state only, right? They become Rajasthan administrative officers, or for MP as well, right? Through MPPSC. And even the IS, those people who are selected at the center IS, they also need to select a particular state, their cadre. So this is creating a problematic situation at the center, wherein there is lack, or I should say paucity of IS officer at the center who needs to work at the center. So that's why what the union government has initiated these two amendments, so that it will eventually helps in creating this deadlock, wherein there are less people who are working at the center, the IS officers. So in this particular editorial, what the author is trying to say, that ever since this news has came that about the proposed amendments in the IS cadre rules 1954, which is overpowering the center regarding the deputation of state IS officers at the center, right? So it has been seen that a lot of especially opposition parties, including those parties which are supporting or NDA ally as well with the center, they have also opposed this particular move. According to the author, this has been a key, that how this particular deadlock which has been created regarding IS officers, this has to be solved, because it it is the priority of the state as well, that to protect their IS officers, their respective officers who are there, because they are working there. And if all these leaders, all these cream leaders were to be sent at the center, then this will create a problem at the state. And likewise, the similar situation is at center as well, wherein they are already seeing great paucity of IS officers, or shortfall of IS officers who are working at the center. Then first opinion, as I told you, her right to learn. Karnataka government invoking a law to ban hijab makes the space in a school separate and unequal. The court should step in. So herein what the author is trying to say in this particular opinion, that as this incident is about Udupi college in Karnataka, Udupi village. So this has been stated that this is going to create more and more problematic situation in the way as we talk about the rights of minorities, and as we talk about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, all these schemes which have been initiated by the union government or the state government, which are eventually helping these women, these girls. So this particular move, this is creating a problem, and that's why it is creating a problematic situation for these women, for these girls to get education. So according to author, it is high time that the judiciary should intervene in this particular thing, especially Supreme Court should intervene and try to find a solution of this particular problem. Then the second opinion, the CM face. Congress picks Channi for Punjab, but its explanation for the choice is self-defeating. So recently, though this is completely political news, that recently this has been said, this news we had seen that the Congress party in the Punjab assembly elections, which are going to held on 20th of February. So they have stated that the current chief minister, Shri Charanjit Singh Channi, will be their chief ministerial candidate for the upcoming elections as well, right? So, according to the author, uh, uh, why the this political party Congress is going for Mr. Channi, because a significant Dalit population is there in the state, and not about this, but even Navjot Singh Sidhu and Sunil Jakar, who are also big political faces in Punjab, they are also opposing this particular move. But still, the recent statement which has been stated by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, they have to abide by them. So that's why we had seen that Sunil Jakar had even resigned from active politics as well. So this is going to be a big challenge for the Congress party, that how they are going to take this ahead, because earlier also we had seen such a kind of situation that Congress does not reveals its chief ministerial candidate before election. So that's why it has created in terms of voter turnout a lot of time. So that's why they are not able to win that much seat. So that's why the Aam Aadmi Party had declared Shri Bhagwant Mann as their chief ministerial candidate. So it has pressurized the current government, the Congress government, to also declare their that's CM phase. So that's why recently on 6th of February, uh, Charanjit Singh Channi has been declared as their as the Congress Party's chief ministerial candidate. Then class of 22 under 19 win in West Indies points to India's robust cricket infrastructure, but transition to senior level is not easy. So this particular news is talking about a recent win, a win of by which we had beaten up England in the under 19 World Cup. This is the first time that we had clinched this particular title. So through this uh, particular opinion, the author is trying to say that among all the odds, a lot of problems had been faced by these players, especially some of them get infected with COVID-19, and even some of the players had not, they were active active in terms of practice for the past 2 years because of this pandemic situation. But the way these players had emerged out as heroes, so this creates a situation wherein that our in terms of sports, in terms of cricket, our future is bright, and this is a this is a great news, as we had won this title for the continuous fifth time. Okay, this we can skip. Now we come down to the explained part. So the first explained is CAST on US campuses. California State University, the largest four-year public university system in the US, has added caste as a protected category against discrimination. The move has triggered a backlash from the Hindu right in America. So this recently we had seen this controversy is arising in USA as well. Then the second explained what Karnataka order on student uniform says. So this is about the recent news of what we had discussed even on the editorial and opinion section as well. This is about the hijab controversy which has been going on in the state, and what laws which has been initiated as per legal point of view, and what the state legislative assembly has already cleared with respect to the same. So this has been stated in this particular explained. Then third explained is talking about I&B Ministry's powers to regulate content on TV, other platforms. So this was the recent statement which has been made by the Information and Broadcasting Ministry, that Malayalam language news channel has been banned, or his broadcasting license has been cancelled on 31st of January as per an order. So this has been appealed by the owner of that particular organization, a particular this news channel. So then a lot of controversy has arisen whether the I&B ministry has the authority, has the power to issue rules and regulations, and has the right to cancel a particular license, right? So all these controversies have arisen, and if they are having the authority, then till how much they are empowered in order to take all these decisions. So all these things had been explained in this particular explained. Then on the economy section, this controversy we had seen, that Kashmir tweets raw, Hyundai India condemns view, KFC India, Pizza Hut apologize. So this was a recent controversy wherein we had seen that the Pakistan Hyundai Twitter handle had shared a particular tweet wherein it is talking about the solidarity with respect to Kashmir issue. So after that we had seen that even the same thing had been supported by KFC and Pizza Hut in India as well. So now KFC India and Pizza Hut had made a sincere apology with respect to same their statement, wherein it has been seen that they had supported this the particular tweet which has been marked by the Hyundai Pakistani team. Then normalization may kick off. RBI likely to hike reverse repo. So, what is reverse repo rate? Basically, the rate at which the commercial bank, commercial bank gives loan, or the rate at which the commercial bank provides funds to the RBI. So this is the exact different of exact opposite of repo rate, wherein repo rate is the rate at which the RBI provides loan to these commercial banks. So this is the reverse of this. So now the our governor Shri Saktikanta Das of RBI has stated this thing that we are going to change the accommodative stance which we are following for the uh, past nearly 9 monetary policy committee for the continuous 18 months. So in coming times, we'll see that changes are going to made in this particular thing. Then on the world section, about the Russia-Ukraine crisis, Macron heads to Russia, calls in US as bid to refuse standoff intensifies. So as this continuous tussle between Russia and Ukraine is getting more and more deeper, so some of the Western economies they are mediating, some of the European economies they are mediating with respect to this particular conflict. So recently, the leader of France had made a visit to Russia in order to meet Mr. Putin, and even the Olaf Scholz, the Chancellor of Germany, had also visited USA in order to solve this particular ongoing dispute which has been going on between both these countries. So these countries are trying to mediate this particular situation, wherein France and Germany they are quite proactive in this particular situation, wherein both the countries, that is Russia, they are also increasing their troops at the Ukrainian border, and US under NATO they are also helping this particular issue to get intensified, so that they are sending more and more troops. If And this has been already been stated by US President that on any given fine day we'll see a situation wherein Russia is going to invade Ukraine. Then on the right hand side of this news report, Israeli police use Pegasus on son, aides of Netanyahu. So Pegasus controversy we are seeing on a daily basis, that even in India, even in US, even in Australia, even the Israeli itself, wherein this particular you know this particular spyware belongs to, because this has been made by NSO group of Israel. So it has been seen that Israeli police had used the Pegasus spyware on the son of Netanyahu, that is the earlier the former prime minister of Israel as well. So this has highly been criticized, but the current prime minister, Mr. Naftali Bennett, had said that all these allegations, if they are true, then they are very serious. This is not right that if a particular spyware has been installed on the family members of the former prime minister. So in coming times, the authorities have said that we are under doing the investigation, and in a few days will reveal that whether this particular Pegasus spyware has been installed in the phone of or on the device of the aides of the former prime minister, Mr. Netanyahu. Okay, so herein we end the discussion of Indian Express. So now we'll move forward to the Hindu newspaper. So the first news on the Hindu, dated 8th of February, that is Congress party is pitting states against the center, says by Modi. So as this news we had already discussed, that there was nearly 100 minutes speech in the Lok Sabha by our honorable Prime Minister, wherein Mr. PM had had criticized the way Congress party is working, and he had talked about the recent statement which all has been made by Shri Rahul Gandhi as well. So PM had taken a dig on the same as well. Then China defends choice of PLA, that is People Liberation Army, Galwan soldier as a torchbearer. So as we are already aware that on 4th of February, this particular Beijing Winter Olympics 2022 has been initiated. So on a day before, we have seen that India has said that they are going to diplomatically boycott this particular Beijing Winter Olympics. So what was the reason? Because Q Febao, who was a Galwan Valley soldier of People Liberation Army, so he was one of the torch bearers. So citing that reason, India is criticized. So now the Chinese government has defended this particular choice of choosing Q Fabao, as we can see in the photograph as well, as a torchbearer. So it has been stated that by the Chinese government that they should view this in a rational and objective light, not to rather emphasize this particular thing or escalate this thing. Okay, this we can skip. Demand for Lata Memorial at Shivaji Park. So, as we had seen that on 6th of February, on Sunday, the Bharat Ratna and the former Rajya Sabha member of Parliament, late Srimati Lata Mangeshkar ji died, and she was there in hospital for nearly a month. And then on 6th of February, we got to know about the sad news that she is not more with us. So now it has been demanded by the opposition party BJP, and the BJP leader Shri Ram Kadam has wrote a letter to the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Uddhav Thackeray, regarding demand of creating a memorial for the contribution which has been made by Srimati Lata Mangeshkar ji. So a separate memorial has to be made at Shivaji Park in Dadar by the Maharashtrian government. So this has been stated in that particular letter by Sri Ram Kadam to the Chief Minister. Then the same news, what we had discussed in the Indian Express as well, that row over hijab escalates throughout Karnataka. So as we had seen that this controversy is getting more and more into limelight, wherein not only in this Udupi village, and even in several other parts, it has been seen that such a kind of incident are happening, and so that's why there are two factions. Some factions are opposing this particular move, and some are supporting the same. Then we come down to the editorial part. So the first editorial is saying a dose of science in the vaccination strategy. Vaccination and booster dose plans must have context in the backdrop and be informed by epidemiological evidences. So the author has stated that if we see the current situation, if the situation in which we are in, there is a lot of scope with respect to fighting this COVID-19 pandemic. So why the author is saying so? Because as we have seen that recently two more vaccines has been approved, especially Sputnik Light, what we had seen in our yesterday's discussion as well, that DCGI has given the nod for the same, and this has now become the ninth vaccine in the country which has got the green signal for vaccination, and that vaccine will eventually helps in our vaccination drive, wherein we had already started this precautionary dose for these frontline workers, healthcare workers, and 60 plus age group with comorbidities. So this will eventually help us. Second thing, the author is saying that the clinical trials is also undergoing for some other vaccines as well. And the third thing is the way Omicron variant, earlier we had seen that more than 3 lakh 4 lakh cases were there for the past 24 hours in the country, but now the cases are decreasing on a continuous basis, and now in the country there are less than 1 lakh cases. So we are trying to overcome this particular variant. So, and even in the recent budget as well, we had seen that 5,000 crore rupees has been already been allocated for these vaccines for this upcoming year 2022-23. So all these steps will eventually help us in combating with this particular pandemic situation. So apart from this, the author has said that the way the other vaccines which are working, and as precautionary dose, and even the vaccination drive for these children's, the adolescent group from 15 to 18 has already been initiated. So all these steps will eventually help us in our vaccination drive, and even regarding reopening of schools as well. So the author has also cited about nasal vaccines. So those are vaccines which does not require any sort of syringe. So these needleless vaccines will eventually helps in creating a more sort of kind of a situation for vaccination of children, especially when we will be decreasing the age for the vaccination drive, because it has already been stated by the Union Health Minister that he has opined this thing, that the particular age group for vaccination will be decreasing in the first week of March if everything goes fine, from 12 to 14 age group. Already 15 to 18 age group vaccination drive has already been started from 3rd of January. So this has been stated by the author in this particular editorial, and apart from this, the author is quite optimistic that with the way the vaccination drive is going, and the way those people who are getting infected with Omicron variant, and if those people are vaccinated, then this is not creating much trouble to those people. So all these things are if, eventually going to help us, but still a lot needs to be done, as said by the author, with respect to fighting with this COVID-19 pandemic situation. Then first editorial, first opinion is saying bold gamble. The projection of Channi as CM candidate was forced on Congress, but is this the right decision? So this was the recent decision which has been made by the Congress party of saying that Shri Charanjit Singh Channi will be their chief ministerial candidate for the upcoming elections. So, according to author, we'll see in coming times, because it has been seen, though it represents a particular community, Mr. Channi, and there's significant vote share of that community in this particular election as well. But still, it's going to be a challenge, because there are a lot of leaders who are already been there. They are quite opposed to this particular move, and this has earlier not been the trend we had seen of Congress party, that they are going to tell that which will be their chief ministerial candidate. But now we have seen that they have changed this particular thing because of, as I told you, the step which has been taken by the Aam Aadmi Party over the naming of Shri Bhagwant Mann as their chief ministerial candidate. Then the second opinion, when the music stops. Despite the UK's success in vaccination, Boris Johnson leadership is under scrutiny. So as earlier we had seen that in UK that there was a lot of vaccine hesitancy, and even a lot of people are quite opposed to this particular thing regarding vaccination. So now things are getting finer, wherein the cases are also decreasing, because in the meantime we had seen that ever since this Omicron variant is seen, it had hard hit the countries, especially like the US, UK, all these countries, especially Germany, France, all these countries, right? So it has been seen that this particular opinion is about Mr. Johnson. So it has been alleged that he had held birthday party in the year 2020. So that's why a lot of parliamentarians, a lot of leaders had also quit his party as well. So it is creating a pressure on himself, Mr. Johnson, that whether is he going to continue for his tenure, or is he going to complete his tenure, because even not only opposition, but it has been seen that some of the leaders belong to his party as well are also of the opinion that it is high time that Mr. Johnson had to quit his post of prime minister. So now it is already, as it's mentioned by the author in this particular opinion, that it is under scrutiny, that how this particular thing, when this news is going to reveal whether Mr. Johnson was there at the party or not, then we'll see that Mr. Johnson had to take a bold step of whether to resign or not. Then, as I told you, a lot of opposition parties, including Congress party, has made this statement that the recent budget speech which has been announced, and even the speech which has been made by our honorable prime minister, all these had ignored the joblessness and Chinese intrusion, inflation. Mr. PM had not talked about all these things. Then Parliament pays a tribute to Lata Mangeshkar ji. So as I told you, she was also a member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha. So it has been in the meantime, we had seen that in Rajya Sabha the overall functioning had got delayed for a hour in order to pay tribute to the contribution which has been made by Lata Mangeshkar ji for the country. Okay, this we can skip. Then India records 65,513 new cases, 1,169 deaths. So it has been seen that, as I told you, the cases are decreasing on a daily basis in the country. So for the past 24 hours, if I tell you, nearly 65,000 new cases had been reported in the country, and the highest among them is Kerala, which has seen a caseload of nearly 22,000, followed by Maharashtra and Karnataka, and even other states like West Bengal, Rajasthan, Gujarat, all these states are also seeing cases, but still all these states are seeing a continuous decrease in terms of new cases. Then Aadhaar not mandatory on COVID, said by government. So recently this has been mentioned that if you're registering yourself on the COVID platform for vaccination, then Aadhaar card is not, or your Aadhaar number is not mandatory to put it in your 12-digit number on that particular platform. Then benefits of COVID-19 vaccine outweigh its risk, said by expert. So the expert committee has stated that there are more benefits of vaccination if we wanted to, counter with this pandemic situation. And even the best example what we had seen regarding this Omicron variant, wherein though this was highly infectious, but it has been seen in several other reports as well that those people who are vaccinated, then it has been seen that they were able to recover well, and those who are not vaccinated, there were high chances of getting infected with this new variant. Then Home Ministry seeks more time to frame CAA rules. This is about the Citizenship Amendment Act, which has been postponed, and now, as the Union Home Ministry has stated that, has said, asked the Parliamentary Standing Committee that they need more time to frame rules and regulations regarding CA. So it has been seen, especially before this first wave in the country, that a lot of people, they were protesting regarding this anti-CA and NPR, regarding those people are, especially as you must be aware of, regarding this Shaheen Bagh incident, right? Then, as I told you, Macron meets Putin over Ukraine war. So the leader of France president, Emmanuel Macron, had met Mr. Putin, as we can see in the photograph as well. And Olaf Scholz, the Chancellor of Germany, had met the US President, Mr. Biden, in order to solve this ongoing dispute, which has already been escalated at its peak. Then Iran nuclear deal talks to resume in Vienna. This has been stated that earlier we had seen a lot of talks had already been held, but still this particular controversy is not able to get resolved. So now it has been stated that now again the talks are again going to start regarding this particular Iran nuclear deal, which has got cancelled under the Trump administration. And now Mr. Biden has already stated that they are ready to again enter into this Iran nuclear deal, but with more sanctions. But the current government, the new government in Iran, is not ready, and they are not ready to go for with this particular move, which has been initiated by the Biden administration. Then Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai repeats sexual assault denial. So this was also the case. The Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai, who had earlier made allegations against against those people, against a person who was in power in the current Chinese government. So it has been seen, the World Tennis Association has also raised concern. Then nearly 15 to 20 days after that, we had seen her in public in China. And even at that time also, she had made that these allegations, she had denied these allegations, that she has made these statements regarding regarding sexual assault against that person. So now again, she has said again, repeated those things which she had said earlier regarding this particular sexual assault. Then police used Pegasus to spy on former Israeli Prime Minister's son, others. So this news we had already discussed, right? Okay, so herein we end the discussion of both the newspaper. That's all from my side. Thanks for watching.